Hello, everyone. It's the Emperor Nosh, and welcome back to the End to the Depths anime podcast for episode 12.
Well, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? It's your boy Vent. What's up, guys?
Not much, just just chilling on this podcast with a cool guy.
So I heard we have a new dynamic today. What are we doing today?
We're gonna kind of roll with a theme for the first half, and then kind of just talk anime in the second half. Anime from the season, things that are interesting and happening. But in the first half, we have our theme, and today's theme is related to essentially a playthrough I just finished, which would be
Oh,
Digimon.
nice. Digimon. I love Digimon, man.
Yep, as of recording this, I finished Digimon World Next Order last stream.
Well, congratulations. I saw that you kept through it. I was watching your gameplay. I'm surprised that you stay with it until the very end.
Yep, it took
So,
20 parts.
what do you think about the game?
I thought it was great. At first, obviously, I had to figure out how the controls work with a keyboard because it definitely was not made for a keyboard. So I had
It
to figure that out.
yeah, it was for consoles.
Yeah,
That's like a port. Mm-hmm.
controllers. Yeah. That was the other one. I think people said you should use a controller. I'm just like, nah, I'm a keyboard guy.
You should have used your controllers, bro.
Keyboard and mouse guy, man.
It would have been so easier on you.
I mean, once I figured it out, though, it was easy. It was simple. It was this few buttons, and a lot of the times it was the combo attack button, which I didn't figure out early playthrough. I figured out later playthrough that you can combo both specials together.
So, what was the game that you were playing?
Digimon World Next Order.
So, if I'm not mistaken, Digimon World Next Order was sort of like a remake from the Digimon World Order 1, except it's the remake that they did for PSP a long while ago, but they added a few more things. What I mean, it's a remake slash sequel ish. Do you know why, Nash?
Why?
Because the protagonist from Digimon World 1, it's there.
Which is the guy with the cap, right?
The yellow cap, yes. What was his name?
Mamoru.
Mamoru.
Yeah, Mamoru.
Yeah. So he is the one that comes from Digimon World 1.
Yep. He's an interesting guy. Has high
He,
intelligence for sure.
hmm Well, I mean,
But
he saved the digital world once by himself, so
now he saved it twice, but with friends this time.
yeah. The first time he was by himself and had to get all those Digimons by himself. Talking
Yep.
about Digimons, do you have a favorite Digimon?
I I mean, the interesting part, I think, after playing through, I think I really like the look of Seadramon. And more
Yeah.
specifically, the metal variant is really cool. I love metal Seadramon.
Okay.
So
Fair
that's
enough.
off the top of my. If I'm talking OGs, I think I'm more of a Gabumon fan.
Abumon. Nice.
Yeah, I like
So
the metal Garurumon and
this basically turns like into Pokemon. So what are you like, the water type, the fire type,
in this
you
case,
know?
it's virus. It's
Well,
vaccine.
yes, but Garurumon is kind of like does he has fire?
He's fire.
I don't know.
He has fire.
Well, Agumon is fire too because he has pepper breath.
Oh, actually, no, he has ice. I think his is ice.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
It's interesting how many variants of Agumon and Gabumon there are.
A lot.
Yeah, because Agumon has like Koi Agumon, has like Black
Black
Agumon,
Agumon. Um, there's an Agumon that you're gonna
Clear,
get. Huh?
Clear Agumon.
Uh, I don't remember that one. But there's an Agumon that you're gonna get once you play Cyber Sleuth,
Yeah.
and it's the same thing as the Pikachu with the Ashes hat.
Oh,
It's an Agumon with the goggles. with
Oh, indeed.
tie goggles.
I mean,
So yeah, there's. Mhm.
in the case of Agumon, obviously it's gone through two different. Well, I'm not gonna say two different main evolution cycles because we had the original Agumon, and then we had the
Neo
Data Squad.
Agumon
Then we had the Data Squad one, right?
Data Squad, yes. And not only that, Vmon is Agumon branch too.
Beamon actually is considered.
Vmon turns into Greymon.
I didn't know that Vmon became Beamon.
He the thing is that in Adventure 2,
Yeah,
they kept evolving him using armor and stuff like that, but Vmon does branch out into an Agumon evolution.
interesting. Because I thought it was just the X Vmon. I thought it was the entire Vmon line that it went through.
So Vmon has his own line. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong.
Okay.
Vmon has the Vmon X Vmon, Wing Dramon. He has his own line, but there's a branch that goes into the Agumon line.
The funny thing is, I don't think I used really any of the OGs for most of the game. I think I just always branched out to something else. Oh wait, actually I used a Birdramon. I was wrong. I used a Birdramon.
Mhm. Yeah, you did. I remember you watch using the Birdramon.
I used the virus
Uh,
version too. The Saberdramon.
yes. You also had the rat with the guns,
Oh.
Galgamon.
Oh, that was from Tamers.
No, he's in Adventure.
Wasn't he not in Tamers as well? Wasn't he like the partner in Tamers? I don't remember
Yes.
Adventure.
No,
I
you're right. You're right. You're right. He is Untamers, the second guy.
yeah. Because they also I think I couldn't remember what the name of the third one was. The girl's partner.
Um,
Renamon? Is that what it was?
Renamon. Yes.
Oh, I did remember.
Hmm.
Somehow I remembered. That poses
He
the
shows
question.
up. Huh?
How did you get into Digimon? That's the big
How did I get into Digimon? So I think I saw first Digimon before Pokemon. Um, Kind of blew my mind how they would transform into something bigger to fight.
and with more guns.
Um, I mean, look, as a kid back then, when we saw the first OG Digimon, like that shit would blow your mind. Moreover, it's kind of like an isekai or a transfer, because the protagonists they transfer from this world to another to go save the digital world, and then you got those the digidestined that are destined to save the digital world and all that because of a legacy. So that thing kind of attracted me, and after that, then I fell for Pokemon. But if you put me to choose, I will always choose Digimon over Pokemon
Funny thing is, a lot of top 10 isekai lists have Digimon.
because almost all the Digimons have been a isekai,
Yeah, because
like
you go into another world. So
or transferring to another world. Even so, like on Digimon World, the first one, you're transferred into um, the game on the first cutscene. In the one that you were playing, you're transferred into what was it? The game too.
to the world, yeah, the
Yeah.
digital world.
So in Digimon Survive that I have over here, which is a type of like Fire Emblem, mind
Yep.
you, if you will lose characters if you play it wrong, and they will die. I lost two. Um, you get transferred to the other world. Not now in this one, it's not the digital world. It's a whole other world. They changed the aspect of them being like digital monsters. They are the Digimon on that are their own thing. They're like monsters,
Yeah.
but you still get transfer on that. So my guess is that on everyone that there's a human, they are transferred over there. What about you? How did you get into Digimon?
So I was the reverse. I started with Pokemon before I went to Digimon.
Oh,
And that's mainly because in the Western sphere, obviously, Pokemon was more marketed and more out there than Digimon was, because I didn't see much about Digimon in my childhood. So
Yeah.
it was a little on the off end. I had one situation one time where I had a broken laptop, so I couldn't use that. All I had was my console, but I wanted to watch some stuff, and I went on there and I just binged the heck out of Digimon.
Which one?
I started obviously from the beginning, Digimon Adventure, but then I worked my way through all the spin-offs as well. I worked my way through the entire series while I was waiting for my laptop to get repaired.
What has been your favorite one then?
um, so if we're talking, obviously the OG is gonna be good. If we're talking spin-offs though, I loved Digimon Frontier.
Frontier, is that the one where they turn into Digimon?
Yeah, they essentially become the Digimon.
Okay. Um.
That's where Agunimon came from.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of remember. So for me, it would have to be, of course, Digimon Adventure One, and Digimon Adventure Two wasn't that bad. At first, I didn't like the fact that they changed the protagonist, but at the same time, it shows you that they were still there, but that Digimon Adventure Two takes place after Digimon 2. So, and on that sense, I just remember I need to finish the movies. I don't want to watch the movies because I saw a spoiler and I'm refusing to accept it, what I saw. And I know it's going to happen because they tell you, even on the games, that they tell you after a specific time something will happen.
Yeah, I did obviously enjoy the OG one. It's kind of like I can't mix them and be like, because then the spin-offs don't get any love, right? So that's why I'm just like,
Hmm.
Adventure is separate. It is its
Yeah.
own thing, and then you
I,
get the
I
other ones.
wouldn't you say that Adventure is the main line though?
Adventure is the main one. That's exactly.
Okay. Yeah,
Y-
yeah, yeah.
So do you remember that they had a remake in for the
Yes.
Switch? I never actually finished that one. I don't know if
Me
you watched it.
neither. Me neither. I got it to halfway and I forgot about it.
I still have it on my
'Cause-
like hold list, whatever. But it's not because
Well,
it's bad. It's just because I got behind and then it just you know.
well, for me, it's. I mean, I love Digimon. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's my position back then. I was really busy. I was dealing with a lot of stuff, so I didn't have a lot of time to watch anime as I wanted to. So it was either catch up to the current animes that were like really popular,
Yep.
or not watch anything at all.
Absolutely.
On the same time, though, I'll tell you my least favorite series,
What is it?
Aptly.
Apple Monsters?
Yes,
I
you.
mean,
I think you saw it, right?
fair. I did watch it. I mean, fair though. Actually, it
So
from remembering it, it wasn't the best. It was literally all about apps on your phone, essentially.
yeah, that's why I hated it, and it was catered not to the fans; it was catered to the new generation, to the new kids. Cause I didn't like. I saw that first episode, and I remember you telling me. I mean, I telling you that I did not like the protagonist because of how he was acting.
Yeah.
So I couldn't stand him. However, there's another one that I want to watch that you told me to give it a check. I just forgot
Ghost Game?
that. Which one?
Is it Ghost Game?
Yes, that it's really dark.
It has, yeah, it's pretty dark, and the sense of how Digimon works, obviously, just because it takes the attributes of how Digimon actually function and kind of
Hmm.
brings it out. And
Is that
it's kind
yeah?
of like Halloween the entire series.
Okay. Is that the one where Hackmon is in?
I think Hackmon might be.
Is it who's the main Digimon in that one?
Digimon Ghost Game. It is. I think it's kind of like newer because I didn't see them until that series.
Oh wait, that's right. I have a figure of him over here that I wanted at a gacha thing. Yes, I know. Yes, I went to a convention and I did a gacha and I got that little figure. Okay,
Yeah, it's like
I'm getting go.
Gamamon, and then
Yeah,
there's
that one, Gamamon.
There's like Angoramon, and then there's Jellymon. Yeah, those are the
Jelly.
main three. I enjoyed it. I also at the same point, it kind of felt like the ending was trying to push the plot right at the end. Like
Mm-hmm.
it kind of waited until the end to push it. Even though we had some snippets here and there throughout. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was like 67. Every episode being kind of focused on one particular like Digimon.
Well, they took that from Adventure.
Yeah.
So Adventure has episodes that it's a whole episode about Agumon, another episode about Gabumon, another episode about um the Birdramon. I forgot the name.
I mean, the problem with this is the episodes aren't really exactly like linked. You know, like you could watch one and it feels like entire separate thing for the most part.
Mm,
There's some elements that get transferred over
mm-hmm.
between episodes. That's the only part that kind of links them. Otherwise, you can just essentially pick up one episode, watch it, and it feels like, you know, how SpongeBob works, where you can just watch it as its own thing.
I get it. I get it.
So
Um,
I
I
I
can
want to bring attention to one series. I know some people didn't like, but you know, I enjoyed the Digimon Fusion a lot more than I.
Digimon Fusion.
That was the one where they literally just used Digimon Fusion for their main thing in the series.
Isn't
Shoutmon
that
made his
X
appearance in
Rock?
there. It's X Cross as well. The Fusion's the name of the
Oh, okay.
X Cross Wars. Um, yeah, that's the one with Shoutmon, and then the other ones, you know, they combine and make like Shoutmon X or something times 8 or whatever.
Cross
Whatever.
Fusion.
Obviously, the most catered one would be season 3 of a particular reason.
Mm-hmm.
AKA, just like Smash Brothers, they're all here.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is here.
Now, wait. Uh, now that you mention it, I believe that's the one that in the end, everybody comes in that show. Is that
Yes,
the one?
it is. Everybody comes in the
Yeah.
show together.
Yeah. The guy from Data Squad is there.
Yeah,
The
people were just like, why is he punching a Digimon?
yeah, I remember that. They're like, did he just punch a Digimon? Bro, he just punched a mega Digimon, bro. That's crazy. That dude is crazy. He threw hands with a Digimon.
it was just
Imagine.
it was just
Yeah.
interesting to see everybody's reactions to all these different evolution types. Because you see these
Yes.
people over here fusing Digimon together by hand, which is normal in the case of fusion, of course. And then you
Hmm.
see like people becoming the Digimon. You see people
Yes.
fusing with the Digimon because of tamers.
Yes.
So
Hmm. Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Takato with Guilmon.
yeah, you see all of that, and it's just funny.
So you see Omnimon there, if I'm not mistaken.
You do.
Yeah, so everybody had their own type of fusion. You had people fusing into the Digimons, people, two Digimons becoming one Digimon. Except, no, wait, I think Data Squad, I think fusion too, right?
Did he have a Squad fusion? Didn't he have like a burst mode? I think that was a different thing.
Mm,
Because he had the Shine Greymon burst mode. Wasn't theirs like
yeah,
burst
yeah,
mode?
yeah. So I think they're the ones that started the whole different mode thing.
Yeah.
Because I remember.
Actually, didn't that happen in Adventure 2? Because they had the different Imperial Dramon forms.
Well, that that happened.
They had all the modes in Imperial Dramon.
Yes, but is it back in Adventure 2 on the old one?
Yeah, because
Because
they didn't they
yeah.
have like the whole. I don't think I remember seeing Paladin mode there, but I remember them doing the different. Or did that happen in the movie?
I think that happened in the movie.
It happened. The change of modes might have happened in the movie. Then.
Yeah,
I thought it was in Digimon Adventure 2.
because on the original, Adventure 1, they did not have any mode change for the Digimons, right?
Yeah.
And and in the new Digimon Adventure, Greymon gets a mode change.
Oh,
'Cause I
what?
got, I got that far. It's not Greymon. It's Agumon Greymon, Metal Greymon. He gets a change form
I must
on
have.
the
I must not have
yeah.
watched all the way through.
So as far as I saw when I was watching it, Metal Greymon got a mode change, and Garurumon got a mode change, and that's where I left it.
Need to go
I was
back
like,
and watch those then.
what the hell?
Everybody's getting mode changes. What is this? A freaking Oprah Winfrey show?
You get a mode change. You get a mode change. Cause look, I can understand it with the Shine Greymon,
Yeah.
and even so, I would have left that for mega Digimons like the Ultimate Evolution, like uh, is it Peldramon that goes into
Ildramon. Yeah.
yeah.
That was a mode technically, right? No, maybe it
Mm,
wasn't. I don't know.
no,
Oh wait, Pildramon was isn't Imperial Dramon the fusion of Stingmon and
yes, and the Vmon
Pildramon, isn't it?
Wingdramon,
I don't know. One of those.
X Vdramon.
XP Dramon.
I don't remember. People
Something
are
like
gonna
that.
be like, people are gonna be like, wow, what type of a fan is he if he can remember? Well, you know what, guys? Blame Nash for putting a lot of anime into my head.
I mean, it's easy to remember the OG, the War Greymon Metal Garurumon combination into Omegamon.
That's the only one we can remember the most. So I can remember that one at the top of my head, and Stinkmon and X Vidramon. I do remember that. The other ones are kind of like hard for me to remember because it's been a while, guys. Okay, it's been a while. And then Nash, every freaking week, Nash recommends me an anime if he's not talking about gachas.
The thing is, I didn't realize it until the game, when I was playing the game, that
Yeah.
the Susanomon was essentially like a combination of Emperor Greymon and let's see, the Magna Garurumon.
So how do you find out?
I found out from doing the mission for the NPC in Digimon World Next Door.
Well, you do know that's a game, right? In the anime, it can happen some other way.
In the anime, it happened in Frontier. Everybody, when they fused together, became Susanomon.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just I didn't know there was an actual like. Actually, I didn't even know there was an Emperor Greymon. Honestly, I didn't even know there was a Magna Garurumon. That means there was another form of Greymon there too. What the heck, man? What's with all these Greymons and stuff like that?
All the Greymons.
All the Greymon. Um,
But I gotta admit though, like Digimon has been one of my favorite series growing up. Uh, I never want to put them a fight between Digimon and Pokemon. Obviously, I'm gonna be biased because I grew up with both, but I lean more towards the Digimon.
I find a lot of good things in both. So
Of
it's
course, they're entertaining.
I mean you can't have guns on Pokemon.
That's true. Well, now you can in Paul World.
Yeah, Power Up. That was a funny one too. Um, oh yeah, the other thing, like I didn't think, I just remembered now is Digimon Adventure 2 also had that armored Digi evolution.
Yes, like they used to spam that armor evolution, bro. A lot. Like David would turn Vmon into what was the name of the he would turn Vmon into the armor version or use it as a horse.
Oh, yeah. That was definitely spam to heck, and that was just specifically from because the OGs never got armored Digi evolution. Only the new
Mhm.
generation in Digimon Adventure 2 got it.
Well, the OGs only got crest evolution.
Yeah, they got the new version.
Yeah, I think the O2 they got the armor evolution, the egg evolution. They had another one. I think they got crest evolution too.
I think they got like everything. They were also. What did you think about like the main villain Digimon?
Uh, Honestly, it kept me entertained by depending on who you're talking to, but Ken was like the first villain that I ever saw, and he was taking control of all the Digimons and all that until he had that change of heart. So I was hooked. I was like, who the hell is this other Digidestined, bro?
What about Myotismon?
I liked it though. I'm not gonna lie, but I think. Oh wait, wasn't Ken on the O2 or Ken was on the first one?
And was O2.
Oh, so I'm getting it confused. Okay, but yeah, I think as much as I like my Otismon and whatever he stand for as a villain, I think it shocked me more um, that there was another human doing bad things in the digital world where they were trying to save it. Like you know how they have to be digidestined, right?
Yeah.
To be able to go there, like a bad digidestined got chosen.
I mean,
Well, I think
in
yeah,
Adventure 1, though, Myotismon actually came out to the real world.
yeah, that's true. And so did Agumon years ago when Tai and Kari were kids.
Hey, didn't Myotismon continue to be a threat in 2 as well?
For the most part of it, yes.
Because he was a threat in both.
Mm-hmm.
I think he
But
evolved for 2, though, didn't he? Like, he evolved into his.
he went further, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it might have been another Myotismon. Might not be the same one.
He went further beyond.
But
uh,
overall, I like Digimon. I like the series. I try to play as many games that I can. I've played almost all the Digimon worlds except for two. I think I skipped out two. That two was like an RPG version of world. I got Digimon Cyber Sleuth 1. I need to play the second one that I don't have. I got Digimon Survive, Digimon Next Order, and I have so much fun playing Digimon, bro. Like it makes me happy when I heard you say that you wanted to check out the Digimon games, and I didn't push you into it. I just told you that I thought it was a good game, but you made the decision on your own, and it made me happy hearing that from you.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of because I never really. I don't think I period outside of DMO, aka Digimon Masters Online,
Hmm.
the one that you played more recently, and saw how pay to win it is.
Yes, I tried to
Like,
get back into the game. It was very pay to win, so I left.
yeah, I used to play that a little bit in the past. Before I was really into Digimon, so I kind of just played and had no idea what I was fucking doing. So that was before I was really into Digimon. It was just fun for what it was, even though I had no idea really. Outside, of course, knowing what an Agumon is. 'Cause that's pretty obvious. What an
So,
Agumon.
question for you: how would you rate that game that you just played for the Digimon?
Digimon World Next Order, it's different for sure. I dealing with having to deal with the whole death mechanic made things definitely more grindier, but also more interesting, and it'll let you use more options. Because I
Yeah,
continued to use so many options until I got two Royal Knight Megas.
and it was good because you basically you're the one that trains them. They get strong. Did you get to the point where your Digimon were fighting by itself, or no?
They essentially did. It's just that the end game is so crazy that I still have to guard. Like if I didn't
I
guard during the final battle, I would have died immediately.
I told you that the final end game turns into hard mode, didn't I?
Yeah, it's because everything in the end game has special moves of its own that you have to guard
Mhm.
it. Otherwise, you're just gonna be able to take two hits and die.
So I remember my Imperial Dramon was he used to jump out of the way, but that was him because I raised their stats to like 9,000. That's
Yeah,
how much I grinded. You know how many times they died for me to get their stats over there? Um, but yeah, so I got to the point where they were doing their own thing. I was just there for support
I
or
mean for
to
them,
call it a special attack.
For the most part, I let them do their own thing, and it's kind of like I only guard when they're doing their special move because I know that is the heavy hit. That is the
Mhm.
thing that's going to do the most damage. Anything else, I can just kind of heal off if
Mhm.
they get hit by it. For the most part, they were fine. I had a Jessmon and I had a Dynasmon. Honestly, I love the Royal Knight.
Yeah, they're the coolest, bro. And
They
aren't
were.
you glad that I told you how to use the plugins?
Yeah, I spammed those massive plugins, the utility plugin X's towards the end of the game. It helped to not have to use EXE all the time
Mhm.
because you only have one time to use it per day. So
Mhm.
it kind of mitigated that. And by the end, I was able to mitigate all the life problems too because I had all of these life increasing elements. So he
And
was,
that is nice. Plugins do help.
yep, I had my Jessmon live to 31 and no problem. Because
Um.
before that, it was just constant. Constant.
So once you go into Digimon Cyber Sleuth, it's gonna be on another timeline, right? So
Yep.
now forget everything that you know about Digimon World, because it's its own thing, right?
Yep.
This one is gonna be an RPG. You have the chance of capturing Digimon to turn them for you. Like the more Digimons you fight, you get data from them, right? If you get like 100% data, you can summon that Digimon to your side at the lab. Um, there's also a important thing that you should know. Digimons have cap levels on it. What that means is that if you get Agumon per se to level 20, that's it. He won't level no more. You either have to evolve him or devolve him, and you have to open branches of his evolution. So you have to evolve him and devolve him so his path opens more. Otherwise, you'll be stuck with like a champion Digimon or stuff like that. If you know what I'm saying.
It's
Dang,
something
I
I'd have
nerd.
to learn, and I'd have to learn in the spot to play it. It'll be
Yeah,
something that I definitely play down the line because I do have the game, and I got it on sale when I did so. Both it and Hacker's Memory, essentially.
yeah. I tried to get Hacker's Memory, but I lost it.
Yep, it'll be an interesting time because now I can play some more Digimon. There's not too many Digimon games to really play.
Because they slowed down on making those games. Cause at first they try to do the Pokemon Go thing, and it's still in the process or something like that. So there's a game that has been in the making. It has a few years. Like Digimon Survive took a lot of years to make, and it came out to be a tactical RPG.
Hmm.
It's like a novel mixed with a tactical RPG, but you have to be very careful with your choices because you may lose a character, evolve a character, or so and forth.
You remember the Digimon Gotcha game?
I, I I'm still surprised that thing is alive if it even
I don't think
is.
it is anymore. I think it's
I
actually
played I played it,
yeah.
and within the week I stopped.
I think it was like
Don't get.
Digimon Master, wasn't it? Oh, wait, what is it? Can't remember.
Let me
Something.
check on my phone right now. Hold on. I'll check.
Oh, was it? Wasn't it? Oh, wasn't it Digimon Link? What it was?
I'm checking. Official game. It's not even here. Oh, there's the Vital bracelet that I have too. It's not here. They took it off the shop. At least for the Android that I'm looking at right now.
Digimon Gotcha game. Oh, it was Re-Arise. That's what it was.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I remember.
Thanks was something else that I never even heard of it. Yeah, Re-Arise. That's what it was. Cool. Yeah, I played it for a little bit. Um, again, it's
Don't
uh,
get me wrong. I when I get into a game like that, I try to go to the PvP area and I try to climb the ranks. But if I don't find like a game like attracts me and keeps me there, bro, I I lose interest real quick on mobile games.
All right. How about we wrap up Digimon and best anime for the rest of this podcast episode?
But Digimon.
We'll be back for another theme in the next. We'll have to
All
decide.
right.
All right. In the case of anime, though, anything that you can think of that interesting happened in the last? I guess it's been 3 weeks since we last recorded.
ReZero.
ReZero. Yes, a lot happened in ReZero for sure.
So Emilia's now kidnapped.
We have that, and we have all of these archbishops.
Yes, they're all gathered up in the same place, which we were talking about it, right? Uh,
We got ourselves wrath. We got ourselves a greed. We got ourselves a gluttony. We got ourselves lust, right? I think that was lust.
and we discovered something, didn't we?
There's two gluttonies.
There's two gluttonies. Cause how did we figure that out?
Because there was one on the tower with lust, and then there was one with Otto, and I don't know what happened to him. He might be dead.
He might be dead, but he might be dead. But at the same time, you can tell. It's if I recall, there's Lie Baten Kaitos is one,
Yeah,
and he has a purple black robe.
yeah.
The other one said a different name, and there's no way that he has a personality complex. Like, look, okay, they're not the sanest one, and I understand that.
Yeah.
Like, look at Beetlejuice, look at Sirius. Like, honestly, the sanest one from all of those would be Sirius.
Isn't the sanest one out of all of them greed?
Is it?
I mean, greed was
Wait,
literally having a casual conversation with Subaru, being like, "Tell me your name." Essentially, it's a respectable thing. You know,
wait,
his entire
wait,
demeanor.
wait. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah,
I meant to say I said Sirius.
yeah.
Sirius is not the sanest one.
I was gonna be like, "Are
Sirius
you
is the
serious?"
lazy one. Yeah. I got them confused. You mean the guy with the one that I called Subaru with white hair?
Yeah, the Mr. Greed,
Remulus.
Regulus. Yeah,
Regulus. Yes. Regulus is the sanest one. Yes.
he has the famous manner of speaking, sanest everything. He's obviously still crazy. It doesn't show itself on the surface. He's more.
Yeah. So he's still an apostle. So my guess is so far we've seen is that you have a some sort of degree of craziness in you. Even Subaru has some sort of craziness that he toned down.
And how can he not have craziness with all the deaths he's racked up?
Yeah, that is true too. With all the debts that he's gone through and all the suffering, he toned down his ego though, which is
Yeah,
good.
I mean, can you really have an ego when you could literally just die from saying that exactly what can happen to you, aka you can return from death?
And he dies.
I literally grasp heart from Overlord. So we have
So
all
what
of them there, and I guess they're commandeering towers.
they each of them have a different tower, I guess.
And
As
then
far as we know,
Lust can become a freaking dragon. What the heck?
yes. It's crazy.
Where's the
Be-
donkey from Shrek?
It was supposed to be Subaru. Um, I noticed something though,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure you did too. They have like a time limit for some reason.
Oh yeah, they do have some kind of time limit where when the bell rings, they stop and do what they're doing.
Yeah, yes. When the bell rings, they stop and they just like even if they're on the middle of a fight, they just go into.
Back to their tower.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. I wonder what the reason for that is. Maybe it could be some kind of effect of these apparently witches' remains that are.
Probably, or could it be a limit to how near they are to each other?
Yeah.
Because we've only seen that when there's more than no, that's not true because Lust was by herself, right?
Plus was by she was with Gluttony because Gluttony was also in that tower.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so we've seen that happen only when there's more than two apostles together. You remember when Sirius and Remulus were Regulus, sorry, I don't know why I call him Remulus. When
Yeah.
Regulus and Sirius were fighting and he saved well, they didn't fight. But when
Well,
they were there,
technically, Regulus was putting out the flames that she kept chucking his way.
yeah, but when they were there, the bell ring and they just went their own way, right?
Yeah, they just kind of went off as soon as the bell rang.
And it's the same thing with Lust and the other guy who's in the tower too. As soon as the bell rang,
Just
they
went
just
in, and then Gluttony came
Mhm.
out.
So it could be that they have like a time limit. That's just me just talking out of my head. I'm not sure. Do you think they might have a time limit of because I've heard that they don't get along.
Yeah, and maybe it's either they set some kind of time limit on their own ends, kind of like a pact of sorts, where they just like,
Mhm.
you go back in, I come back out during this specific timing. Or,
Mhm.
again, it could maybe be something to do with the witch's remains,
Mhm.
considering the witch might have actually like lived in this city before, and maybe there's
They
some kind of side effect, some spell that is still active.
well, according to what they said, they sealed the witch in there.
Yeah.
So it could be something. I guess we're gonna find out when tomorrow.
As of recording this, yes, it always seems to happen that way, doesn't it?
I like it because I know that when I record with you,
Yeah.
I'm watching the next day ReZero.
So moving on a little bit from that,
Yes.
I didn't finish the final episode of My Hero Talk here. It's
What?
it's been 3 weeks. We didn't talk about the final episode of the
Oh
season.
God.
It's gonna
I thought I was free of that already.
no we have that last episode that it landed on a freaking cliffhanger. By the way, that's so messed up.
I think that series might be done by the next season though.
It is. They announced it is the final season of My Hero Academia.
They're gonna divide it into two parts.
Next season is the final, and it airs in 2025. It's almost done. Crazy to think. All of these shonen that you're used to seeing are ending again. How many generations of shonen have we gone through that are ending? We lived through
Mm,
Naruto. Technically,
yes,
Bleach came back.
Dragon Ball, but it came back.
Yeah, that one continues to come back. One Piece never ended. Still there. It's on. Apparently, it's on kind of like a hiatus to improve quality now. So they're kind of doing some remake of some things apparently, and it won't come back officially until April 4th.
Oh yeah, I heard that too. So I was like, dang.
But with My Hero, we finally got to see Iron Man All Might style.
Yes, you finally get to saw. And what attacks was he using?
All of his Class 1A moves essentially, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously in the how you would actually do it,
Yeah.
aka
So
like a
he.
grappling hook and then firing electricity through it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. He took a page out of all his students, right?
Yep.
And I think it was cool that he did because that shows how much he admires his kids.
Yep, that's how much he admires them. And obviously, a lot of people were just like, "Oh my, just going into this fight and he's gonna die." Of course, not the case. He was more prepared than you think.
Keep watching.
Well, I just mean like he was more prepared for this, and he was able to actually like do something. He's not just going into a battle where he's just gonna die, right away. Like he's not going straight in there, running in there just to die. He's actually kind of holding the fort down, at least for the moment. For the moment.
He's just trying to get all for one's attention.
And also by beating him down so much, he's making him younger.
Because he has to use energy to recover every time.
So in a sense, the stalling is working. As long as he can just keep beating him down, then The stolen will just keep making him younger, and by the time maybe he gets to Deku, be an infant. Watch him just have more power as an infant.
he he is something, all right.
Freaking grew up and with all that power.
Have they said his story already or no?
And for all,
Yeah.
is there a story?
Yes.
Are
Come
you
on, man. You're watching a shonen anime. You think they're not gonna go into the backstory of why?
maybe that's next season then, because I don't. If it's supposed to happen in this fight, I haven't seen it.
Because you think they're
Oh,
mm,
if we're talking All Might, I saw how he essentially kept pushing his master to, you know, to be his.
no. I meant all for one. So they
No, I
they
don't think we have that. I don't
okay.
think so.
They go into his backstory. You see why he became bad and all that.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. So that must be next season. They're probably saving that. And
Well,
unfortunately, if he's getting some sort of flashback, that means he's getting some sort of power up.
I'm not gonna answer that. But
'Cause
just don't forget.
I know that in his case, a flashback does not mean death. It means a power.
What does a flashback mean for the heroes?
And a flashback on a hero, it means they're probably gonna die, most likely, or they're having a power.
They turn into Leomon, which
Freaking
dies every
Leomon.
time he shows up.
Except in Digimon World Next Order, he
Nuh-uh.
lived.
In your He died, the one that you had.
um,
So
but
I
yes,
just yeah. Okay.
so that was essentially the end. Outside of also Toga, Toga is unfortunately dead as well. He
Are you
gave up
sure
her
about
blood.
that?
He gave her blood to Ochaku.
Are you sure about that?
Well, it seemed like it, but then again, who knows, right?
You
He
thought the
may.
same thing about Dabi a few months ago.
Yeah, I know, but this time when you give somebody like the rest of your blood in your body, it's kind of hard to say.
Coming from a vampire that sucks blood.
Yeah, I guess it's fair to say, right? But I know on another topic, I know you've been starting to watch through Bleach Thousand Year Blood War.
Yes.
Yeah. What are you thinking so far at your point?
If Itsugaya dies, I'm stopping the series. I'm not gonna watch it anymore. That's what I think.
You could keep watching if something like that did happen. Not gonna.
No, I already saw them beat my boy.
Oh, you already saw it. Okay.
And then I saw him beat him back, and then where I left off is where they're on the
I'll just tell
they
you
did
that everything is not what it seems. Keep going.
they did the holification.
I mean, honestly, that was pretty sick.
I think the only one that I kind of liked how it looked. The only one that actually changed was Hitsugaya's though.
I mean, he had the mask and everything though. That was pretty
Yeah,
sick.
he had the ice mask on it, which
And
is
his manner of speaking had the hollow effect to it, like Ichigo did.
oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
I did know that Hirimaru talked to him. He's like, it's been a while since I heard your voice. He was talking to Hirimaru.
I think
Um,
that just means that, of course, we can tell his Bankai is incomplete.
yeah, yeah, because it's the same for it was who was it, Kenpachi, that he never listened to his sword or something.
Well, in his case, he
Oh,
never even used a Shikai.
mm-hmm.
He was just literally pure. I'm just gonna use this sword to smack you with it all the time.
So so far the other ones that I've seen, I didn't see any other changes. Like they said, oh, holification and all that, and I kind of sorry, I coughed. I kind of had a clue about it because when they went back into the telling Ichigo's dad that the Quincy's have no resistance to Hollow, and that's why they killed it because they can get infected real easy.
Yep.
So I kind of had an idea when they were that's their weakness. So the holification, how many Who many did it though?
I did what?
How many did the holification?
Every
Because I'm
single one that's lost their Bankai against the Quincy.
so just like 3.
I mean, we know that Soifan lost hers. We know
Yeah,
that
she didn't change anything though. Kind of, that's a lost opportunity right there, bro.
hers is just literally exact opposite of what she actually is doing. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that's a nuke though.
just literally nukes, which is just like anti-stealth.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, people like that, there are a lot of them that are still alive, of course. Um, in their case, lost.
Oh, we still hit Byakuya.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
No,
No, I'm just gonna tell you right now. That was forced. AK,
what?
he was forced to bring him back.
He was forced to bring him back? What do you mean?
You watched it, right? I just
I just told you where I'm at, bro.
wanna double check. Trying to
What
remember.
it what?
'Cause
So
actually, no, yeah, you had to have seen it. Yes. Yeah.
where he just healed over in the fountain thing, and he
Yeah.
said that he was gonna train
Yeah,
to
because
let.
Byakugan came back, right?
Yeah, that's all I saw.
Yeah, that essentially he was forced to bring him back. So the author was like, people were
Mm.
that upset at that time.
Oh, the same thing with Bakugo.
They they were that upset they had to bring him back. Which
Hmm.
honestly, if they left him dead, it would have been more of a shock. But I get,
Yeah,
like,
honestly,
yeah,
I think that the right move was to let him go, and then have Deku like either absorb his powers or turn into a complete effing menace.
yeah.
But a lot of people started getting butthurt and all that, and so he brought him back. He did some type of bull crap about it.
It's the same thing with Byakugan.
Oh, okay. I understand what you mean now. Yeah.
It was a forced thing. He was just like getting too much flack for it. Like, this is why writers can't like go all out on cases.
Mhm.
Situations like this, it's just like it would have probably made for a very interesting mark for Rukia.
Mhm. And it would have allowed Renji to go up higher now that he's training for the new Bankai and all that, you know?
So yeah, the arc you're on is probably one of the crazier ones. You get to see so much. Gonna be a good wild ride for you.
I am on episode 3 right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride. Just because there's so many Bankai you have yet to see. Time to run through them.
So I told you I was going to watch it eventually. I
Yeah.
just needed some time. Like, I'm not watching as much anime as I was.
Yep.
So I now that I have like some time open when I'm not watching something, I can just jump in and see it. Even today, I watched like 1 or 2 episodes, I think.
Yeah, I'm watching quite a few things. Obviously, Don to Don's going now, which is actually really popular right now.
It didn't have come out today. I didn't see it.
It doesn't come out till I think Thursday.
Does it?
Yeah, it's like after Reason.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like the day
I'm
after.
hooked on that one too, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad you recommended it because I was gonna ignore it. No, not really. I heard a lot of things about it. People that from the manga were talking about it, so I was kind of curious.
Yep. It's
But
it's been a good ride.
if you hadn't pushed on it, I probably would have just let it go.
Yep, there's that. I actually caught up on Danmachi season 5, which, yeah, don't look for it on social media. You'll find some plot twists that you don't want to see.
I honestly, I haven't seen anything. I haven't catched up to it because the person who's supposed to remind me that Danmachi's out never did tell me that it's out. So
4 episodes deep, and if you watch it, then you'll yeah, don't look at social media. I had a friend that apparently got spoiled, even though they haven't even made it to season. So yeah,
so I haven't so far. I'm not looking anything off of it. but I have not seen. Like I saw like one or two clips saying that it was back and all that, but I haven't seen really anything about it so
Yeah,
far. So I might let it go to a bit more of episodes and then try to catch up.
all I'll tell you is because the cover is literally Freya, so this is a Freya centered season.
Okay.
So Freya the goddess, which she's been appeared in past seasons and hasn't really done anything. This is kind of her arc.
Does she want uh the rabbit?
He wants the rabbit. He wants to hunt
He wants to hunt it?
it.
What the
I'm
hell?
just a joke, but yeah, uh, yeah. There's some twist in there from literally last episode that was crazy. That's why I'm saying avoid if you can. If you're gonna watch this, you're gonna want to see that twist full out. It's one. There's that.
I'll probably watch it, but I'll probably wait
Yeah,
until either I catch up with Bleach or I don't know later on maybe.
and then of course Shangri La came back.
Shangri La.
Yeah, and we have Queen by Lisa as the opening.
Wait, did I watch the last episode?
I not have. I think I
What?
mentioned it to you, but maybe you just
What?
didn't.
Yeah, you did. I just don't remember if I sat down and watched it because I've been busy. Last episode, did they like started talking about all the stuff like a setup episode?
Yeah, it was more of a setup. Yep.
Yeah, the
Clan Alliance.
yes, okay, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Just making sure, just making sure.
and then of course I've been going through and watching on your behest, Ranma, the remake.
How are you liking it?
It's been fun. We got this new guy in that kind of looks like him from last week, this last episode,
Yeah,
and freaking powerful with a sword.
it's an umbrella.
Well, yeah, I guess. Umbrella sword. I call it an umbrella. Um, yeah, he has strong fists.
Well, because that umbrella's heavy, so
Yeah, but he is crazy.
and
Um,
he's also sucks at direction too. So
and lastly, because I brought this one to your attention, it's actually like I'd call it underrated. Is the world's greatest talker, the most
so
notorious talker one? I feel like it's
yeah, it is underrated because at first you think it's just another one of those oh, one more of those animes and all that about an overpowered character. And the first episode throws you out of that sense because the guy's not powerful at all. You know, he's the world's greatest talker. Um, I haven't catched up yet. I think I only saw the first two episodes, but then I got distracted by watching Bleach.
yep.
But I think it's a pretty interesting series. What do you think?
Um, Considering what you've watched so far, I'm just gonna tell you there's more of that.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, you can talk about it if you want. I'm just saying that I haven't.
I don't want to go too deep into it because I want you to.
Just say what you think about the series overall. Like, is it good? Is it bad? Like, are you gonna keep watching it?
I'm 5 episodes deep. I'm caught up. Every single time it comes out, I am watching it. It comes out every Monday. So I'm just watching it every month. It, I'm finding enjoyment in it just because of the dark vibes to it. Like there's more to it, as you can see from the first 2 episodes you've watched. They're already solidified, and that continues. That does not end. It will keep going. There,
Nice.
there's been more fucked up shit in the next 3 episodes. Within the next 3 episodes, it's not just a one-time deal. I thought it was gonna be potentially a one-time deal, but
Mhm.
there's more.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a one-time thing, and then he becomes overpowered and all that. But what you're saying is it's not what it looks like.
It's definitely more to it, and obviously um there's more party members incoming, of course, because of what happened in the first two. But
Hmm.
because he has to reform, he has to make the most notorious clan. Uh, yes, that's what he has to do. He has to run the world's greatest clan. That's the entire title.
Thinking, talking about that, I gave a chance to the one that you recommend also.
Which one?
Leader, the can't catch a break.
Is that the treasure hunter one?
I think
Let
so.
let the grieving soul retire.
Yes.
That is literally another case of Einzelgone syndrome, where he doesn't intend for things to happen a particular way, but everybody thinks they do.
Yeah, we saw an anime like that. Which one was it? Oh, the how the realist turned. No, not that one. The other one. That every time. Oh, so I'll just give up this country, and everybody's gonna. They're gonna help us now, and he ends up winning the war and all that. Remember?
Oh yeah, stuff like that.
So.
It's just it's kind of one of those where the MC has no extra plots around anything, but everybody
Mhm.
thinks he does.
Yeah, yeah. So and I like that because Ainz is the same way. Ainz is just minding his own business in Overlord, and then everybody's like, "Oh, leader, you're so smart. You thought about this," and he's like, "Huh?"
It's just literally like what? In this
He's like,
case, it's just like, man, I knew you were a good leader of this clan in here. We all knew it all along. You thought of everything, and he's just like, uh,
he's like,
babe.
"Sure,
And in his case,
sure."
he just wants out of all of this. But
Yeah, he just wants to earn his money and just get on with life.
he wants to retire, but he can't because we're bringing him back in. It's actually hilarious enough where after watching like the first two, I wasn't sure, but as this
Mhm.
kind of thing kept going, I'm just like, I love this because it's very comedic.
It is, it is. So lately, I've been leaning into more like um comedy anime, like Ranma and all that. Don't get me wrong, I like my actions, but it there's a lot of look. If I wanted to see just action,
Yeah,
I'll go into Demon Slayer. I'll go into stuff like that. But I like anime that has comedy, bro.
yeah, that's absolutely like comedy's great. That's why Ranma is great because it's rom com.
Hmm. It is, and don't you.
I like Ranma.
So you saw the last episode, right?
Yeah, I got all the 4 episodes.
So I'll tell you one thing though. The reason why Ryoga hates Ranma, it's not because of the food.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had a feeling it wasn't that because he's confused by it. There
You'll
has to
find
be
out
some
soon.
there has to be some other deep seated reasoning behind it.
Yes.
It was funny though that he's just like, here, brought you all of the food that I stole over the entire time.
The thing is, Ranma grew up being a fighter, right?
Yeah.
So his fighting style is everything goes. The reason why he's trying to marry, the parents want them to marry so they can join their two dojos and it stays alive. Uh, so Ranma is kind of like clueless. He doesn't have tag, but he's good at heart.
And I can already tell it. How a typical romantic comedy is, they're gonna grow gradually closer together, even though the way they're acting is,
Oh
it's
no, they
atypical.
stay fighting through the whole thing.
I just mean it's kind of one of those things where they're gonna grow
Hmm.
gradually because you've already seen
Yeah.
moments like that in those 4 episodes.
Yes. Yeah, Akane carried him and all that already. Uh, at the same time, you're supposed to get new cast soon.
I mean, I've seen new cast in the picture. Like, there's the purple-haired girl. I don't know when she's coming in.
I think her name is Mei Mei or Ling Ling. I can't remember.
Are all of them from China?
I think she is.
It's
Uh,
kind of an interesting premise because I don't think we really ever have people from China come to Japan.
yeah. So, well, they all have their own reasons to come over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think actually, that you made a a point there. I never really thought about it. I'm not sure. I think she does come from China too.
Yeah, I mean the name kind of. I mean, I know it's kind of stereotype, but still, if the name is Ling Ling, it's just kind of a
I
cunning name.
look. I saw Ling Ling. I don't remember the
Okay.
name.
Well, if it's not, then yeah, it's. I just know for the most part, Ranma I think is from China.
Yes, he comes from China. That's why he dresses with the Chinese.
Yeah, so it seems to be that a lot of them have are coming.
Yeah.
That's what
So
kind of
you can tell Ranma's Chinese by the way he dresses versus Akane how she dresses.
yeah, because Akane wears the typical kind of like Japanese schoolgirl outfit style.
Mhm.
Yep,
And then Ranma wears a Chinese garb or whatever.
yep. He has the whole like kind of like martial arts suit. It's
So
pretty cool.
trying to find out the name of the girl.
According to the cast list, I think it's Shampoo.
Shampoo, yes.
Is that really the name?
Yes. The girl, you mean the girl with the purple hair, right?
Yeah,
I think that's her name, Shampoo.
that's pretty fun.
Just don't.
Well, at least I have an explanation from this last episode for how Akane has short hair.
You're looking at the classic one.
No, I just mean because I think I've accidentally came upon a classic like image of that before.
Yeah, yeah,
If she had short hair, and I'm just like, how did that happen? And now I
yep,
know.
yeah. So she starts out with long hair, and that's
Yeah,
yeah. So you even saw Ranma's face how scared he got. He's like, oh no,
it's just like, well, it's not his funeral.
oh, who's okay? Who's fighting?
What?
Who's fighting?
Well, it wouldn't be Ranma's fault. It would be the other guy's
And
fault.
you
It's his
and
weapon.
and this is me coming from, yeah, just me, not from the experience that I've watched, because they things may change. You honestly think Grandma's not gonna say something stupid?
Uh, yeah, you have
Hmm.
a you have a
You you
valid point.
you honestly think Grandma's not gonna be like, you shouldn't have been standing there or something like that?
You probably will. You're right. That's typical rom com thing. When he could just stay
Yep.
quiet and let the other guy take the beating.
Yeah, but he I'm pretty sure he won't.
Yeah.
That's how Grandma
Actually,
is.
in this moment, isn't it a she?
Yes, it's a girl Grandma.
Yeah, exactly. It's in this situation. That's what it is. Okay. Well, that was a fun conversation. We should probably wrap it up right here, though. So,
Yes.
thank you guys all for watching episode 12 of Into the Depths Anime Podcast.
It's been fun, guys. Remember, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, push that bell button. It does help. Let us know what you guys think of the new format. What you guys want us to talk about next. We talk about games a little bit and animes a little bit. Something that would be interesting. But do let us know what you guys think.
Yep. And we will catch you guys on the next episode.
Bye bye.
Bye.